Hey, welcome everybody. My name's Tammy, aka the Fearless Mama Online. I've actually been teaching and training people successfully for 13 years. Been online for longer, but the first 2 years I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So here we are, 13 years later. I love these Zooms because it gets everybody in the groove to really take their business to the next level. You can bring anyone to these Zooms anytime you wish, okay? They're for you. Now, what is tonight's Zoom about? Tonight's Zoom is about Vital Health, and it's a company that I heard about through LaFonda, a good friend of mine. We've known each other for over 13 years, I think, LaFonda, isn't that right? I think it's been
Yes.
13
Yeah.
years. Yep. And so I saw a post on her wall, on her Facebook wall, and it said body scanner. And at that point in time in my life, I says, wow, I need to really check this out because let me tell you, my husband and I were searching. In fact, we had just found a company and it was like, okay, the promises and all this kind of stuff. We found a company. We were searching for him for his kidney injury. Okay, so we found Vital Health through LaFonda. LaFonda found it through Tanya. Tanya has been involved ever since it launched. And so here we are, now we are October 8th, and it's just growing like crazy. I was, in fact, away for a whole month and I missed everybody. But we're back now. My son and I and my husband, we went to all around the country. In fact, we whizzed right past where LaFonda lives. We went through Nashville. Because of my home-based business, it allows me to have the time freedom to travel around the country. So the best part about this is I feel phenomenal. I love the health and wellness space, and it's not only helped my husband, it's helped me, it's helped my son. In fact, I don't know if anyone saw, but in the last week of travel, I got bit by a spider. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I broke out in a rash. Now, a week later, I hardly have anything. I really owe it to the products. And again, I can't state any health, like it fixes this, fixes that. I can't do that. But I can tell you right now, if you give your body what it needs, you can really start healing, right? And so that's the reason why I personally love this product. I love the V Daily. In fact, I told LaFonda, I cannot drive. We drove over, I mean, Rob said 7,000 miles. I don't know about that. But we drove from Arizona all the way up to New York, spent 2 weeks with my family, went all the way back and came around, went to Colorado, and I think that's where I got bit. And then we came home. So it's got to be over 7,000 miles. All along, my home-based business was plugging along, and people were plugging in. People are joining because they see not only the vision of the company, but they love this team. And so that's the reason why I wanted to do the Zoom here tonight, because I feel we have an amazing group. I just love everybody here. Everybody's so excited. I haven't even met everybody in person yet, but that's why I wanted to do this Zoom here tonight. So the benefits of Vital Health, again, and you can learn more about the products, okay? You can get back to the person that invited you here to the Zoom. You can learn about the products. But what does this company, how does it separate from other companies online, right? Number one, it's based out of Mexico. That was great for me. I loved it. A lot of companies, I don't know if you know, if you've kept the kind of your eyes on the wheel, so to speak, hands on the wheel. Have you noticed a lot of the companies in the United States are changing their business model? So that was number one. It checked off for me. I love it because it's in Mexico. Number two is you can get a body scan or refer to the Vital Health bot and find out what you need to purchase before you purchase it. Now, talk about savings. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I've spent thousands of dollars on health and wellness products, right? We all have, right? We all have that closet full of this stuff. So that was the other reason why I love Vital Health, is because it's really one of those companies where you can say, all right, I need it for this. Like we were just talking with Patty here, a member of mine and a good friend. I've known her for years. She's like, you know what? I'm having difficulty sleeping. Well, guess what? Plug into the Vital Chat, type it in, and see what you need, right? These are all the things that you want, tools for your home-based business so you can help more people, right? So That's one thing is number one is helping people feel better. And right now, I don't know. When I went back to my family, I talked to almost, and believe me, my family's huge. My mom is one of six people. She's the eldest. And then now I have 19 cousins, and then there's like 32 second cousins. It's crazy. We had a huge party and I talked to everybody. In fact, sadly, I even had to attend a funeral. It's really sad when you start talking to your family and your loved ones, like, oh my gosh, I don't feel well. I don't think there's one person, even on this Zoom here tonight, that could tell me that every single person that you run into, they're saying how wonderful they're feeling. If so, please tell me. Please put a one in the chat. That everyone that you talk to right now since 2020 is just feeling phenomenal, right? Something changed, something shifted, and we all need to do something about it. So that's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I think you're here. So you're at the right place at the right time. So between LaFonda and I getting back to why you should take a look at this, why you want to get back to the person that invited you here tonight, is because of our combined years of experience. I have tons and tons of self-employed experience. I've been self-employed for 37 years. My husband and I were real estate investors for 15 of those. I helped him advertise and market his business. So I'm a specialist in marketing. Absolutely love marketing. In fact, this team here, you might have gotten an image. Maybe possibly you're plugged into the Facebook groups, but we have images that you can use in order to promote these Zooms. And I'm telling you, does anyone else get frustrated when you get into a home-based business and then you don't know what to do next? That used to be me. And that's the reason why we've changed it here. Right, Lori? I mean, there's one thing about me. Everybody knows that if you have a home-based business, you need to tell people about it. Now, with Vital Health, again, LaFonda and I, we absolutely love this company. We're going to go over the benefits and how you can get started. And it's really, really reasonable, by the way, but how you can get started and then the requirements in order for you to start making residual income. So this is the fun part. I'm going to bring LaFonda out and she's just going to talk about, how she got started, the package levels. I'm even going to share my screen because that's how I do things. I think people are visual learners and how I got started. And this is the cool part. We can even talk about the global, pool and the we don't want to call it the pool, the 1%, right? Global where you can participate if you're a founder. And I believe that's going to be until the end of October. That's the reason why we're doing blitzes in October, is because by the end of October, when the new websites come out, they're going to end the founding position. So anyone that's on this Zoom here tonight that's already joined, and you can join at the elite level, will literally get plugged into the global founding position. So anyway, here's LaFonda, and she's going to just explain a little bit about like I said, the how to get started. What I love about it is it's a level for everybody. You can fit in where you want to plug into, and then the requirements every single month. So, all right, LaFonda, are you ready to talk with me? It's been a while, hasn't it, since we've done a Zoom? About a month. That's
Yes, it has. So sorry about that. The dogs
okay.
have been pulling the driveway.
Oh, that's
But
okay.
yeah. Yes, absolutely. Um, that is the best company out there, I think, right now. And like you said, it's very easy and affordable to get started.
Mhm.
There's several different ways you can earn. What honestly you should start out as is everyone should come in with a package, and there's four of them so that you are in the binary. And you just pick the products. You can either customize your package or you can just come in with one of the prepackaged ones. But come in with a package so that makes you binary eligible. And then your next goal is to get two people who do the same thing. And they're going to come in with a package as well. Um, Hang on just a moment. Sorry about that,
Okay.
y'all.
Everybody see my screen okay? I have
Yes.
the most recent packages, and I don't have the ones where you can create your own. But what's so cool about the back office is, of course, it's going to be changing. But when LaFonda did, and I did these prior, like a couple months ago, they had different names. Now we have the basic builder and pro packages, and then we now have the elite package. So if you guys can see my screen okay, let me know. Just put a one in the chat. We like to get right to it. We don't like to go through a bunch of formalities on these Zooms. So I just want
Right.
everybody to see that there's four packages. It makes it really, really simple for everybody.
Yeah. So once you've done that, and then you bring in two people who each buy one of those packages, then that makes you binary qualified. It's not a requirement. It's just another income stream that you can be in. If you don't do it, that's fine. There are still other ways that you can earn. You're just going to leave money on the table if you don't come in with a package and get binary qualified. The binary pay is paid out weekly. So every time you sell a package or anyone in your downline does, and you're binary eligible and qualified, then you're going to earn.
Hmm.
Um, then you are going to be paid monthly on your unilevel, and that's down to infinity.
Okay.
And you also have rank bonuses and loyalty bonuses. Every month that you place an order, you're going to get a percentage of that back after I think it's after you place your third order. Um, when you rank up, you're going to get loyalty dollars. And some of those are just in free products, some of them are cash. And, you can just continue to bank it up. But what you want to do when you come in with one of the packages, let's say it takes you a little bit to build. You know, some people have a lot of connections or they're really good, like Tammy in her marketing strategy, and, gets on the leaderboard her first couple of weeks because she's brought in 45 personals.
Yes.
Um,
That was
so
fun. I loved it.
it was, yeah. And I know we have others on the team who have a lot of connections who are able to do that. So
Yes.
I definitely see lots of people on this team being on the leaderboard as it continues to grow. But
Yes.
as long as you are active with 50 PV, and that's not $50, that's 50 PV, then it doesn't matter if it takes you 30 days, 3 months, 6 months. All of that volume is going to sit there in a little bank for you to build up. And the minute you get binary qualified, as I was saying, with one on each leg, then you're going to earn weekly pay on that. What I
I
hate
don't
to
get it.
see, and unfortunately it does happen, is maybe you have somebody who thinks, well, I bought the elite package, I don't need any products, and they don't place an order during that 30 days or before that 30-day deadline, and then that volume will flush. Again, that's money you left on the table. It's not a requirement, but if you are in this for the business opportunity and the potential, then you definitely want to make sure you stay active. And, if you don't know how to look at that, reach out to one of us. We'll help you. We don't want you to see that flush.
I agree with that. I mean, I have some people that when I was obviously I was still checking, right? I was still answering messages and things like that. I was just not training per se. I do love training, but when I was helping and closing sales and I know you were on the phone and doing three ways, the last thing you want to do is like next month or the month after or even say, "Okay, 2026 is going to be my year." And then all of a sudden you look in your back office and you have all these people because this is the cool part about this, guys and gals. This is a team build. Okay. I love team builds. There's two legs. There's one on the left that you have, and there's one on the right. And with all the spill, like what LaFonda's talking about, and all of a sudden you log in and you're like, oh shoot, I forgot because you don't ever want to rely on these companies. This was what happened to me one time. I wanted to just clarify this. Don't worry, it's going to change, but if you don't have your auto ship going through every month, which you want to log in right now tonight and check and make sure because I've tried to reach out to everybody I could. And again, like LaFonda says, I have 45 personals, and then those people got people, right? And then now these people are getting people. So you want to make sure you plug them in. We have an amazing Facebook group. We have LaFonda set up a paid Facebook group. We have her chat, the silver chat, the people that are running with us. So you want to be plugged in. I'm just telling you that I love this company. I mean, the company is phenomenal, and it's only going to get better. And so that's really good points that you made here, LaFonda. Do you have, like, in your opinion, how to strategize? Like, do you have anything we can give people here tonight to just kind of, give them some ideas about, hey, we're just really in pre-launch, and when you think about it, we are, right? This company.
Absolutely, we are. We are. And I like the variety and the different methods that you can approach this business. We have a lot of people who are just reaching out to other network marketers. They have a huge following. We have people who are building their business with the scanner. That's going to be massive. There is no one that has this scanner and the potential with it for it to tell you exactly what you need before you go get blood tests, before you spend, try to reach your $2,500 deductible or whatever through your insurance. When you can do this, you can walk into a holistic practitioner's office, a chiropractor, a hair salon, any of those, and offer a free scan to whoever's sitting there and just say, do you not feel like you have a current customer base or client base that would benefit from this? And that clinic or spa, whatever, can determine if they want to charge for the scans, how they want to do it. They can set up clinics.
Mhm.
That is an untapped gold mine right there that we have people who are opening brick and mortar businesses with the scanner and they're going to go crazy with it. I saw that somebody just put the sign the paperwork to have two different locations so that they can do scans. We know a lot of them are going, like I said, to chiropractic clinics, and twice a week they're doing that. They're also taking advantage of the fact that you need to look at the influencer bonus so that you can have product on hand that you're paying $5 to $12 for, but turning around and retailing it at full price. That's untapped and unheard of in this market. There's so many ways that you guys can do it. So
Oh.
just just do whatever you're comfortable with, but you have to tell everyone. And when you see somebody that comments how they're just not feeling well or they're so tired or
Hmm.
whatever, you have to tell them because I can assure you, if you're not, somebody else is going to.
That's
And
the
they
key
are
right
telling them
there.
because,
Someone else will tell them.
yes, we have heard several people this week say, oh, I reached out to somebody, but someone else already has.
Yep.
And that's going to happen. Right now, we are doing, I think they said like 9 million a month. We're on target to do 150 million. They
Hmm.
think it'll be more, and no one has heard of us yet. That's insane.
Yes. That's why I think it's important to, plug the people in that you brought in. I've told all of my members, please, hey, one person can literally change the trajectory of your business. Just
Yep.
one. Right? We've seen it before. I've been involved in things like that before, and I just want people to say, "Hey, you know what? Uh don't prejudge or, hey, maybe you're looking for a customer base." That's what I love about this. With every network marketing company, you always have to have a certain percentage of customers as well. So if you're not after the business builder, then we'll scroll up to one of these slides up here. Let's just go after the retail market, right?
Yep.
And you can learn the powerful strategies because the training's amazing. I mean, I love the trainings. I plug in the morning if I don't sleep in with vitalhealth. That's really working well for me. But I'm just saying, like, if I'm not sleeping in or I'm not up, because I'm a night owl, I love working at night and doing my marketing at night. I have a YouTube channel. I have all these things, right, that I teach people how to do. So sales can roll in for me automatically. And don't worry, if you're interested in that, we have that too as well. But I'm just saying, like, you can be a network marketer. You can do a traditional, like my husband and I. Heck, my husband don't even have a Facebook account. So I get you guys that don't want to do the digital marketing and the network marketing, or excuse me, the affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, all that. I get it. Um, and he even has an account. So it's like, hey, Bob, you only need two people. So I just want people to know, with my husband, he supports me, but this is the first business that he's ever gotten on a Zoom. And if you need his replay, I've already sent it to some of you people, some of the members here. But if you need a replay, I will send you Bob's testimonial. First time in 13 years, right, Rob? This is my son just jumped on. I just want people to know that was the first time that his dad got on a Zoom with Rob and I to give his
Yeah, it
testimony
was.
about the products. So, okay, so here's my son. Rob, let's just go back and forth a little bit. Thank you, LaFonda, so much for introducing this to us. We just want people to feel comfortable. If you want my cell phone number, I will give it out. If you want my personal cell phone number, if you have any questions after the Zoom, it is 5:20. I try to keep these at 30 minutes each time we do a Zoom Blitz. If you want to do more Zoom Blitzes, let me know. And that way we'll, set a schedule like we have before. But Rob, if you want to just give your ditty on Vital Health, why you and how you've been helping people. My son actually helps people with the scanner. He just set up two people. He has another person that's helping with the scanner. So don't worry about the techie stuff. We'll set up Zooms if you want to learn more about the scanner. So Rob, here's Rob, and he just got his car fixed. So
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of new things in it. New battery, just got that covered under warranty, so that's a good thing.
cool.
Yeah, so thanks guys for listening to LaFonda. She's always great. Hi, LaFonda. Good to always have her and my mom explain the company, the vision, where our community is heading with this company. Absolutely incredible. It's given me personally a really, really freedom-based lifestyle at 31. So I just turned 31. And I never thought, hey, I'd be working with my mom at 31, but I think a lot of people maybe look back and say, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have worked with my parents. They might have been cool cats and worked with them, or maybe you just wanted to venture out in your own world, and that's fine. Everyone has their own journey, right? But what I found with the journey into Vital Health was it really comes back down to I am a guy that will never take medicine. Never. Okay. In fact, I am so against medicine that I basically had to have recently I had to have a tooth extracted. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of like, this is my testimony. And if it moves you, I hope it does. If it doesn't, then maybe you weren't listening. Okay. But basically, Vital Health has really helped me just even in recent, and this is brand new testimony. But like I said, this is something that it did for me. Whatever it does for you is differently, right? This is my results, and it's not meant to cure, diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease. Okay. But basically, recently, I had a tooth extracted, and the dentist told me, wow, you got here in time. And when a dentist says, wow, well, you got here in time, I was trying to understand what he meant by that. Well, what happened is I had a root canal and it cracked up near my membrane of my actual mouth and it caused an infection. Okay. This is a real story. And it caused this massive, really bad infection. I'm actually on antibiotics right now as I'm talking. And so I'm someone to never take medicine. And mom suggested to me, please, I want you to please take V daily in the meantime. Guys, if you please can tune in on this very key wording I'm saying. Said, please, take some of the Vital Health products just because you like them, you love them, you want more of them, right? Kind of thing. I want you to really like use these in before you get into the dentist office. So I said, okay, sure. And I started taking, the products and stuff. And it actually basically, this is the scary part. Maybe you guys can like have a gasp in your breath, but it stopped me from going septic. That's how bad the tooth infection was near. So when I have testimonies recently of the actual fact it's the products that are naturally and holistically grown and beautifully sourced products, and then you pair it with a scanner that actually was trying to warn me actually a few months ago with my teeth health. This scanner, guys, you're gonna have to get your hands on this tonight. You're gonna have to lock in because the scanner actually was able to tell me. It says, Rob, no, mom would say all the time she'd tell me this, you have allergy issues. That's why you're flaring up. I said, Mom, I don't
I was
have
just taking a
allergy.
wild guess
I
too.
know. You
Seriously,
know
yeah,
how moms, right?
right.
Moms are always right. That's right. Moms
It
are always
wasn't.
right. She wasn't right on that
Oh, I
one
was not
because
right.
um basically, the scanner said, no, I am not alert. I actually, by the way, I can walk through a pollen tree. Like I can go through a whole greenhouse, no problem. No problem, right? Of flowers. Sniff them in, no problem. I know. But my teeth, however, that is a different story. And that's what the scanner started to show. It was yellowish, like right near the red. I'm just like, you know what? I've always had that problem. Well, I believe this company is here tonight for a reason. I believe it's there to help you guys. You have to plug the actual plug into the wall outlet. You have to. That's your turning moment because what moves people is different stories. My story may have moved maybe just one person. It may have moved actually all of you guys in the live or recorded session of the Zoom. But what I'm trying to say is that we have to plug into something that is this groundbreaking, this beautiful of a community, and actually something that can project you towards really what you want in life. Because I really cannot stand when I walk into Walmart, Target, or wherever, anywhere, and I see a really elderly person working. I cannot stand that because what that tells me is society didn't produce properly where they could have gotten a good job to actually retire properly. That's what it tells me. So we have an opportunity, guys, at any age, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I keep going because you know what? I wish humans could really live forever. Honestly, I have an alternative viewpoint. I really wish we did have unlimited health. But you know what? We don't, but let's make the most of it. So I'm grateful, I'm blessed, and I have gratitude and grace that my life is actually spared. And it has been multiple times. If you're on this Zoom, you are alive for a reason. You're there to impact another person. You're there to help another person. And you never know. Your story could help someone. So that's what my words of my dad was, stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. Because selfish is totally what causes the problems in this world. I see so many good people when they react. I go, come on through. When I let them, like, there's an intersection or I'm at a door, or sorry, I'm in my car and I'm like, hey, no, go ahead. You're fine. And they're like, oh, thank kindness is the greatest. And I'll tell you what, one moment, motorcycle going by. I will tell you one thing that's amazing. I'm just gonna say this, but when we were going through the South, I just love that. I just have to say that. That's where the kindness is still. I have
Oh,
to say that.
I
Plus,
tell you,
oh my gosh, going through Arkansas and Tennessee and Texas and all, I just have to joke around, but
I saw a lot of
oh,
LaFondas.
a lot of LaFondas. So,
Yes.
guys, you are graced with an incredible upline. You are graced with an amazing community. And that's where you just have to take that plug. You guys are unplugged tonight, the ones that are not in yet. And just you want to plug right in, get into our community, and actually be able to help your own life.
That's awesome, Rob. Thank you so much. You did an amazing job. 31 years old. He's been listening to me, I think, ever since he was born. When we were mortgage brokers, I brought my laptop in and my loan officers, we had 22 of them before 9/11, actually. We were in upstate New York, but Western New York, and my son was born. And I think my loan officers, they didn't give me any like slack. They're like, come on, Tammy, where's my paycheck? So, but Rob was born and now he's been working with me and my husband ever since. 37 years self-employed. But yes, thank you so much for giving your testimonial. That's really, really important. You know, health is wealth. I know a lot of people throw that word around, but what you need to do next is get back to the person that invited you here to the Zoom. If you're watching the replay, there's an 8-minute video. I don't know, can you play it for everybody, Rob, from your end? All right, great. So
I
we're going
believe
to
I
play this
can.
8-minute video. We're going to wrap it up. If you have any questions, get back to the person that brought you here to this recording. Share this recording around. Connect with me on Facebook. We're going to make sure you guys get plugged in, but we're going to wrap it up with the 8-minute video. I hope everybody's having amazing. And by the way, Delroy, I can't wait until it comes over there into the UK because you're going to be one of our first UK people. Awesome. So here's the 8-minute video.
Hi, thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to introduce you to something that is transforming the lives across health and wealth. At vitalhealth, our mission is simple: to reconnect people with Earth's natural resources just as nature intended it. Let's dive in and explore why that matters now more than ever. Let's start with why we're here. The truth is, our bodies are being attacked every single day. Nutrient depletion in our food means it takes 8 oranges to equal the same nutritional value as 1 orange from the 1980s. Why? Our soil is exhausted. We've saturated our food with pesticide, herbicide, fungicide. The word "cide" comes from the Greek word for death. Suicide, homicide, genocide. We're literally spraying death over our food. We're also facing toxic environments, from the air we breathe to the water we drink, and when our health breaks down, the common response is prescription overuse. Treating symptoms, not causes. It is time for a new approach. That new approach starts with understanding that your body's a system. And like any system, it needs a systematic approach to thrive. At vitalhealth, we believe in 4 key steps. Detox eliminates toxins from your body. Restore balances your internal systems. Nourish feeds your body what it truly needs. And awaken energizes your life to live fully. Each step is built on the other. This is not a quick fix. This is a holistic approach to wellness. Now let's talk about something just as vital: your income. Most people think, I need a second job. Maybe I'll start a business, or I'll invest if I have enough money. But here's the key. The best way to grow your income is by leveraging a system. A system that doesn't just depend on your time or effort alone, but one that anyone can use and duplicate. That's how wealth is built. What if you could improve your health and build an income all in one place? VitalHealth is a unique business model with a minimal startup, a flexible scheduling, unlimited training, and a proven system. Anyone from any walk of life can create a meaningful impact and income. So where did all this begin? In 2016, Alex became top 1% earner in direct sales. Tony, after losing both his parents to preventable illness at the age of 16, became a doctor fulfilling a promise to his mother to help others live longer, healthier lives. In 2019, Alex launched a manufacturing business. Meanwhile, Tony and the Beretta brothers rose to the top in the network marketing space. In 2020, Alex and Tony connected. Alex offered to manufacture for Tony's clinics. Then, on February 22nd of 2022, VitalHealth Global was born, with a shared vision and a purpose. By 2024, the company expanded to the US, partnering with top industry leaders with a shared collaborative vision, leading to over 700% growth in sales. And in 2025, we're expanding into Canada and entering the top 100 global companies with new product lines for kids, skin, hair, and wellness. We're on track to becoming a $100 million company. Today, VitalHealth is completely debt-free. With no outside investors, we have over 450 employees with an infrastructure built for producing over $50 million a month in sales. Additionally, our company gives back to help keep children healthy with every purchase. We're active in Mexico, USA, and Canada with a plan for more global expansion. Our unfair advantage is that we own our own manufacturing and logistics, allowing us to provide the best quality products at the lowest price. Everything is backed by a scientific advisory board to meet the highest standard of safety and certifications. When it comes to what we put in our bodies, certifications matter. We are GMP certified, ensuring top manufacturing practices and product purity in our FDA approved labs. Our products are non-GMO and lab tested for safety. And we never test on animals. We use biodegradable packaging because sustainability matters too. We stand on 3 key pillars, also known as our superpowers. First, we use adaptogens to help the body heal naturally. With nanotechnology, nutrients can reach the cells faster and absorb more fully. And the best part is our affordable pricing that competes with well-known e-commerce websites. Does any of this sound familiar? I wish I could lose more weight. Will my gut health ever improve? I want the energy to play with my kids. What about this brain fog? Can I ever sleep well again? Well, you're not alone, and we're here to help. Start simple with our Activate Trio. V Daily, a multivitamin, multimineral, probiotic, prebiotic, and a superfood blend. V Nitro promotes blood flow and nutrient delivery by boosting nitric oxide, which is a Nobel Prize winning discovery. And Glutation Plus, which contains glutathione, the master antioxidant, fighting free radicals and rejuvenating your cells. Our full system meets your body where it is. Our Detox line manages a healthy inflammatory response and removes toxins from your body. Our Restore line targets issues with precision. Our Nourish line delivers unmatched nutrient density to your body. And our Awaken line fuels your life with energy and focus. We built wellness tools for the specific needs: blood sugar, digestion, hormone balance, energy, detox, weight management, and cellular support. No more guessing what your body needs. Using a quantum bioelectric analyzer, you can scan your body using gentle frequencies. It reads how your cells and water molecule respond to find energetic imbalance, helping you understand where your body may need support. It evaluates 45 key functions in a non-invasive, safe way. You get a 128-page report and a custom product recommendation, all based on your actual needs. Let's shift gears to business. There are 2 types of income. Linear income, you work, you get paid once. Most people live here. Leverage income, do the work once and get paid again and again. That's the power of system and team-based growth. If you're going to work anyways, why not get paid more and for a longer period of time? In 2024, we were featured in Business for Home, growing from 1 to 41 million in sales in our first 3 years. Momentum hasn't even started yet, and we plan on 10xing our growth over the next 24 to 48 months. vitalhealth offers multiple streams of income with no gotchas, just results. And with a payout of 57% or more, we lead the industry. There are multiple ways to earn an income in vitalhealth, but they all fit into 2 categories. Number 1, you can refer customers and earn between 33 and 80% in retail commissions. And number 2, you can build a team for unlimited potential and profit. It's simple, scalable, and proven. With our influencer bonus, let's say you help 20 people this month with our detox line. That's $2,000 in volume, paying you $1,200 this month. And if they reorder, that's an income stream that comes in month after month, after month, after month. Imagine what that could do for your lifestyle and family. This is we money, not just me money. Take a look at what our leaders are earning. These aren't just bonuses, these are lives being changed. And with our rank achievement bonuses, you get rewarded for doing what you were already doing, helping people. And finally, let's talk lifestyle. Car or product bonuses up to $800, 30% back on your orders, incentive trips, and loyalty rewards. Everyone can qualify starting at the gold rank. This isn't just a business, it's a movement, it's a family, and a future you can design. Whether you join us as a customer or an affiliate, you'll gain full access to our proven system of success, including supportive communities, step-by-step online courses, inspirational podcasts, and dynamic virtual and live events designed to help you thrive. Give back to the person who shared this with you and become part of a global wellness movement on a mission to empower everyone to take back control of their health, their wealth, and future. Welcome to Vital.
That was cool, Rob. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording and the live stream on Facebook.